Hello and welcome to Katrinas Creations. I forget what episode this is. It's somewhere around 450, something like that. Not that it really matters, but let's get started. I have four little finished objects, just some more hexies for my blanket. So we have this, and this is all from the same skein of yarn. So it kind of shows you the variety in here. Here's where it started going to the purple, and these last two are purple, and the center one is starting to go to like a black color. You can see it right in there, but it's just really pretty. It's very, very vibrant purple. It's very jewel tone, like has kind of a glow to it, so it's really, really pretty. So that's my finished objects. If you watched last week, you will remember that I asked your advice on a sleeveless vest cardigan thing that I had made out of granny squares. I ripped it out again. I just kept looking at it. Kim and I were talking about it while we were at the craft fair. We both said, nah, it's not real flattering. So I ripped the whole thing out, and then I decided to make a poncho out of it, like a round bottom poncho and not the pointy bottom ponchos. So let me show you what it looks like. It is a very, very plain poncho. I will put a link to the pattern for this down below in the description box. I forget what it's called. I'll put that across here, what it is called. It is a free pattern. It did call for like a cowl neck to it. I didn't want that. I didn't want something around my neck like that because sometimes I'll have a turtleneck on or something like that, and I just didn't really want a neck thing. So I took that off of the pattern, but here is what it looks like. It is all half double crochet. Now you may be going, why did I go something that plain? There's a really good reason. This is the third thing I've tried to make with this yarn. This was Knit Crate yarn. This is the blue skein. It is like a chain ply. There you can see it. It's kind of a chain ply. This has so many spots where I have cut it apart and tied it together, as you can see here. There's so many cut and ties with this that I was afraid to do anything lacy, because where those knots are, to try to incorporate them into it so it doesn't show, where with the half double crochet I can blend in the ends pretty easily and it's not going to be as obvious. But something that's lacy, if it's going through, if I've got to weave those little teeny ends in through like a chain area or something, I'm just afraid that the ends are going to be popping out all the time and it's going to be a mess. So I tried to stick with something solid that I could hide all the ends in with it. So this is how far I've gotten this week. So right now it's basically a shawlette or capelet. But I do have quite a bit of yarn left to go, because I think I have two balls of the blue. The white, I still have another ball left of, because I've repeated the white twice, and I have 2 or 3 balls of the yellow. So I think altogether I initially had 2 skeins of each color. So yeah, I'm hoping this will be fairly substantial, but it's a very, very easy pattern. The only thing I'm not liking, so it's going to go in the back, you can see really easily right along here where the row change was, where I go up to the next up to the next row where you chain up. You can see my chain ups very easily, and I didn't think about it at the time, because yes, I could have done like slip stitches across and then varied it from level to level, but yeah, I didn't. So it'll go in the back so other people can see it, but I won't have to look at it. So that is the crochet project I'm doing, and I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook for that. Then my knitted project, which is the February ladies sweater, or ladies cardigan. It's also, when I got it, was a free pattern. I think it's still free, but I'm not positive. So here's the top of it. And like I said, I did change, I mentioned this last week, this was supposed to be all garter, but I didn't want something that stretchy. Garter is very stretchy, and if it's long, it's going to be bouncing. ask me how I know this. I made a sweater that was very similar to this at the yoke, and it was all garter, and the sweater literally as I walked would bounce up and down because of the springiness of the garter. I don't need that. Plus I don't need any additional bulk here. So I went and changed it over to stockinette, but I kept it garter stitch right at the collar and where the button bands are. Now last week I had just started the second buttonhole I mean, so now I have done 4 buttonholes so far. So, and this has an increase every other row because you're going down a raglan edge like this. So I'm still doing the increases for the yoke part, and then you do the rest of the body, and it doesn't have buttons all the way down. The buttons are just at the yoke. So that's what I have been working on this week. What have you been working on? I want to say a special thank you to all of you that regularly contribute to our show and tell area section of our video, because we all like to see what each other are making, and I appreciate it when you guys send things in. So if you would like to be a part of that, it's open to everybody, and it does not need to be, as you saw in today's show and tell, it does not need to be all crochet or knitting related, just craft related or whatever. We've had people show paintings that they've made, different things like that too. So yeah, and if you would like to contribute to show and tell, you can send me a picture and some information over at my email account, which is KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com, or you can send it and post it on my Facebook page, which is Katrina Knits over on Facebook. Either of those, and I will post your picture and tell everybody about what you've made. So thank you again to those of you who contribute each week. So if you missed yesterday's video, it was talking about our last outdoor craft fair of the year. If you missed that and you want to check it out, you can click the link right here and that will take you over to it. Yeah, it's a pretty location and the weather was great. It was a little chilly, but I'll take cold over rain any day. So that's our last outdoor one. We have one more coming up in the middle of December that's more, it's going to be more Christmas related. And that's indoors, which will be good. So we don't, nice weather would still be good, but at least we don't have to be cold. So we will be inside for that. This Friday's video, I have no idea what it's going to be about. It's going to be a surprise to all of us. So tune in Friday and see what I come up with. So that'll be this Friday's surprise. So with that, now it is time for... So in our Come and Get It section today, there is these are all the sales that I know about. If you click the link down below in the description box, then click the bold word more, it will drop down and all of the companies are listed alphabetically. And if there's a coupon code needed, I will put that in there as well for you. So Lion Brand has 30% off of yarn and kits through the weekend. It ends on Monday. Knit Picks, there's a couple of interesting things going on with Knit Picks. First off, they have mystery yarn bags for $19.99, so you might as well say for 20 bucks. And it is 6 mystery skeins of cotton yarn. So that's over at Knit Picks. But here's something that is new, and that is they have now partnered with Madeline Tosh. In other words, they're going to be carrying some of the Madeline Tosh brand. If you're not familiar with Madeline Tosh, that is a hand-dyed company, and they have some absolutely beautiful yarns. I've bought some before, and I really like them. And they're really pretty. So anyway, they have partnered with Madeline Tosh, and Madeline Tosh is doing a giveaway, and it's a really good giveaway. I'm not an affiliate for Madeline Tosh or anything, but I will put a link down below to get over to where the giveaway is. It's free to enter, and here's what you win. It's at madelinetosh.com, okay? But what you win, if you are the winner, you get a Madeline Tosh shawl kit worth $318, a Knit Picks Coco Bolo Swift, which is a yarn swift that's made out of Coco Bolo, is a type of wood. That's worth $159.99. And then you also get a Knit Picks ball winder that is worth $99.99. So yeah, it's like over $500 worth of stuff type of giveaway. So yeah, if you want to check that out, you can. It's free to enter. I did, why not? So anyway, that is Knit Picks and madelinetosh.com. Then we have Premier Yarns. Premier Yarns all month long, and it's coming to a close this week. They have 20% off of their parfait yarns. The parfait yarns are the fuzzy yarns that you use a lot with your amigurumi and your stuffed animals and stuff. The little plushy type of feeling yarn. It's kind of a chenille or a velvet. Those are all 20% off this month only. Mary Maxim has what they're calling their yarn deals that are running right now, where it's up to 60% off. Mary Maxim also carries Premier Yarns Parfait as well. So if you don't see the color you're looking for over at Premier Yarns, you can always check it out at Mary Maxim. It's the same price currently. The chunky one or whatever is for $3.99, something like that. And because I looked at it, and I think it's 160 yards, something like that. So anyway, that is Mary Maxim. Lovecrafts has up to 50% off in their clearance, and then they also are offering up to 35% off of their DK Aran and worsted weight yarns. So that is Lovecrafts. So now I thought I would show you something I made in the past. It is one of my most popular videos, and that is a tutorial for making this crocheted basket, because it is reinforced with clothesline, like a cotton clothesline, not the vinyl clothesline, cotton clothesline through here. So it is totally washable, but because of the clothesline and it helps it to stand up, it doesn't flop over. You can use this same type of pattern. I've got it stuffed with yarn right now, but it makes a really cute purse as well. In fact, one of my friends who also watches this, Sue Lothar, actually made some purses, and I think she put her clothesline in it too, but she made some purses that look very similar to this. When she came over, she had them with her so I could take a look at it. But yeah, they make cute little pocketbooks and things to hold yarn in. So if you want to check out that video, it's a video series. There's the original video that I did, and then I actually did a tutorial on how to make it step by step. In fact, it was for making one just this size. So if you want to check out that video series, if you click the link right here, that will take you over to it, and you can check that out. So that is it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again on Friday when we'll all be surprised over what my video might be. Bye, everybody.